All right, y'all come along with me today. I'm going to show you how to make the crispiest fried chicken, no oil, no flour, with candied figs, no sugar added. Grandma Rose's Open Pantry on YouTube.
What you got, Grandma?
Good morning. Y'all, I'm Rose, Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. Today, I'm going to show y'all how to make the crispiest fried chicken with no oil, no flour, and it's going to be so good, y'all. This is boneless chicken thighs, but you do want the skin on. Now, we deboned them yesterday. I wish I had left these. If I had known I was going to do this today, I would have left the bone in, but the skin came off of this one. So this one's just one I'm going to cook with these, but these are the ones that are going to be crispy. You have to have the skin on it for it to be crispy. Okay, now we're going to do something else.
What are you going to do to it to make it marvelous?
Put salt and pepper on it. All right, Roy just went out to our fig bush, and my fig bush is my daddy planted it in the 50s. So I'm just cutting them in half. We're going to make a fig preserve, like fig sauce, to go over our chicken. So I'm just cutting them in half like this. And if you like figs, this is not going to have any sugar in it. It's going to be sugar free. Well, the figs have sugar, but no added sugar. If you love figs like I do, I can just go out and sit under the tree and just fill up on figs. I love figs. So I've washed them good. I'm taking that little stem off right there. Now, if I was making fig preserves, I would leave that stem on it, because after you get your preserves made, you just take the stem like this, you pick it up, and you eat the whole thing. So,
oh my goodness.
But since I'm making like a fig sauce, it's really not a sauce. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I'm taking that little stem off.
It's rendered figs.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Cook them down.
Yeah. All right. Now I got some butter in my pan back here, about a good tablespoon of butter. All that's going to be in these is butter, figs, and brown monk fruit. That's all that's going to be in them. And I made some yesterday, some like fig preserves, and they are delicious.
Marvelous. That's the only
marvelous.
way to describe it.
You can come right here, baby.
If you've never used figs, if you try this,
and
I'm going to buy a few figs from time to time.
And a lot of them out there may have their own little fig bush.
Yeah, this time.
But and I'm going to sprinkle a little cinnamon on it. So while my butter is melting, we're going to get started on our chicken. Now, I have patted my chicken. You want it really, really dry. As dry as you can get it. Okay, and you start in a cold skillet. You salt and pepper it. Pretty good bit of salt. This is all the seasoning we're going to put on it. It's salt and pepper. All right. You lay your skin side down. And like I say, you want bone in if you've got it. But I didn't have it this morning. Okay? Skin side down. And you don't want to crowd your pan. Okay. Now I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to turn it on medium, which is 7 on my stove.
Now, you didn't salt and pepper but one side. Is that what you wanted?
I'll salt and pepper the other one in a minute. Before I turn it over, I'm going to salt and pepper the second side. All right. I'm going to leave it 10 minutes. I'm not going to touch it. I put it on medium. I've got it on 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it looks like, and we're going to do something else. So my butter is beginning to melt here. So I'm going to just take, and I'm going to lay my figs cut side down like this. Now I'm going to try not to cook these all to pieces like I did my preserves yesterday, because I want these to make a really pretty presentation.
But it doesn't ruin them if they cut
Oh,
cook
no,
all the
no,
pieces.
no, it doesn't. Okay. Now, probably it's going to take these, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe to cook down like I want them to. But I'm not going to add anything to them just yet. I'm going to wait till I flip them over, and then I'm going to add my brown monk fruit to it. You can use brown, they have a brown stevia now. You can use brown stevia, you can use brown swerve. And if you're not low carb, you can add brown sugar.
Won't be as good though.
And just make it with sugar. So, all right. Now I'm going to have to kind of stack some of these, but they're going to shrink a little bit. And cook them with the lid off. Okay? Because they will get too mushy if you put a lid on them. Now, if you're making preserves, you put the lid on them. But for this, what I'm trying to do, and I hope it works, I don't want the lid on it. All right? And I'm going to put it on medium. All right. As soon as my chicken has cooked 10 minutes and I get ready to put my cinnamon and my swerve and kind of turn these over a little bit, we'll be back. Okay, I'm turning my my figs. Most of the juice is cooked out. I'm turning them. I'm fixing to sprinkle my brown monk fruit over them because I want it to get on this cut side, this top side. They've been cooking 10 minutes. Okay. They're doing good. They're a little brown, which is what you want, because you want them to be a little bit candied. Now they have a lot of natural sugar in them, so they almost candy themselves. Okay, my chicken has been on like 1 minute. Let me do this first. All right, I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle my brown swerve on them. It's going to be about a good 2 or 3 tablespoons.
Now, if you folks have figs in your yard or the neighbor's yard or your son or daughter's yard and haven't been saving any, once you eat this dish that she's preparing, you're going to want to go to that fig tree, get you some figs, put them in the freezer, and just take them out and cook them like she's cooking.
All right. I've got a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon, and you see what I'm doing. I'm gently bumping the side of this spoon so it just powders the top of them. It's just powdering the very top because I don't want a whole bunch in one place. Okay, that's a 1/4 of a teaspoon.
You have to go to spoon bumping school for about a week to learn this technique.
It really works though, y'all. Okay, there was just a tad left in there, not much at all. All right, but I got to get to my chicken. My chicken has been on 10 minutes. Do not lift the lid during that 10 minutes. Do not. Look at all the juices that have cooked out of this chicken. Now, I'm going to put it 10 more minutes. And this is when all these juices are going to cook out and that skin is going to get really, really crunchy. And I'm going to salt and pepper this side. Put a little bit more salt. Okay. As soon as my figs, they'll be ready in a few minutes.
That one right there enough for roll.
Well, the older he gets, the more his taste buds die. He can't taste salt and spices like I can. But we're just going to let this sit here 10 minutes, let all those juices cook out and that skin get crunchy. Then we'll turn it over, cook the other side for like 5 minutes. My figs are almost ready, but we're going to let them cook just a few more minutes.
Ooh,
so
gorgeous.
Doesn't that look good? Y'all give me just about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm going to show you what my figs look like. Figs are ready. I want y'all to look at all that syrup in there. Can you see it?
Oh, my.
So I'm going to take them up.
And this is so easy, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Easy, delicious.
But
if you
a
want
marvelously unusual flavor.
Yeah. If you want a pretty presentation, just take them up very gently and try not to tear them up. Not always easy, but I could do it with a spatula, but I'm just trying to make it pretty for y'all. Now you can do this with any fruit. You can do it with apples, you can do it with peaches, apricots, plums. Any fruit is good with chicken. Any fruit. Okay, yeah, pears. All right, y'all get the gist of what I'm doing here. So I'm not going to take them all out right now. I'm going to set them to the side. All right, my chicken has got 4 minutes. Honey, come let them look at it. And I can smell it now.
Oh,
man.
So good.
It smells, but still we're not going to turn it. We're not going to turn it yet. It's probably done already. But after it cooks 3 more minutes, then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to cook it on the back side probably 3 or 4 minutes just to kind of brown it a little bit. But I wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good.
Delicious.
Okay, then we're going to plate it. It's chicken, so I got to have a chicken plate. Okay, we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Well, about 2.5 minutes now. Our timer just went off. Come right here, honey. I want you to see. Look at that chicken.
Wow.
Look at that.
Mine.
These two got a little brown, but we like it like that.
You don't have any chicken roast.
I can hit it like that, and I can just feel the crunch. Okay, y'all. Look at my chicken. And I want you to look at the juice that's still in it. Okay. And see how brown the bottom side got also? I just left it in there like 3 or 4 more minutes. That's because there's sediments in the bottom of this pan. So you got crunchy on the top and crunchy on the bottom. Even the one that didn't have any skin on it is kind of crunchy. All right, y'all.
Wow.
I don't know if you can hear that. Listen.
Oh, my.
You hear it?
You can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
That is crunchy fried chicken with no oil, no flour, just salt and pepper. Y'all, this is so good. Now.
This is Grandpa Roy's fig chicken. Woo.
All right. We've got the taste of a piece. Let me see, which piece am I going to taste of? Let's see. You like brown.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. Okay. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put chicken. I'm going to put 2 pieces on there. I'll put a light piece and a dark piece.
There we go.
All right. No,
Oh,
I'll put.
No, 2. That's fine.
For the picture, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, you see this syrup that came out of these figs?
Okay, the syrup cooked out of the figs, all right?
I'm going to kind of drizzle it over it like this.
Now, this is no sugar added.
No sugar. But let me tell you.
Wow.
You talking about good over pancakes?
Woo.
Now, this syrup would be delicious.
With the figs, too.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to take some figs. And I'm going to put it around. Like so, like this. Y'all. Maybe
we better call this the Queen's fig chicken. This is a dish worthy of a queen. This is really, really good.
This is so good. So good. All right. I put my syrup over the top, but just so it'd be really pretty, I'm going to put my figs just around it.
If you've got figs, folks, take our word for it.
You've got to do this.
Go save your figs.
I may put 1 right on top. But I don't want to mess up that pretty brown.
For them to be delicious, you don't have to make the preserves ahead.
No.
Just cook them the way she just did with no added sugar.
That's right.
They are wonderful.
Now, these are the ones I did yesterday. These are like my preserves right here. And I just kind of cooked them all to pieces. And
they are. Whoa. You'll come all to pieces when you taste it.
So good. So good. Okay.
Delicious.
Give us a second. I've got to take a picture for my thumbnail. And then we're going to come back and taste this for you. Okay, y'all. Roy's got his plate. I got mine. Look at that. Crunchy, crispy, fried chicken, no oil, no flour, with candied figs, no sugar.
Now, I give this 5 stars for home cooking, or if you've got a special meal you're preparing for some guests. You really ought to give this one at least 1 try, because it is really a marvelous tasting dish.
You can talk.
Now, I add a few pecans to this, or cashews, or even peanuts. I like a few nuts with it, but Rose doesn't prefer it that way, so we're not showing it that way.
I want some of the sauce over mine. Some of this syrup, this sauce.
This dish has never been cooked before. This is her first time cooking this dish.
Y'all.
We know of nobody else that cooks it.
This is so crunchy. I mean, when you cut it, it just crunches.
Pick up one of those figs. Crunchy chicken.
If you like figs. I got a mouthful, but hey.
The fig with that crispy chicken, salt and pepper flavor that you get.
That's the reason you don't want any more seasoning, is because you want your figs to be the flavor for your chicken. All you want is salt and pepper. You don't want any other kind of seasonings on it. Worth eating, ain't it, baby? This is what we're having for lunch. And it's 12:26. It's lunchtime. So thank y'all for joining me today. And Make you some of this chicken. Make you some of these figs. Man, we can't even tell you how good it is.
That's good.
It is really, really good. No sugar.
Slip a few nuts in somewhere.
Except what's in the figs, in your fruit. All fruit has sugar. So
that's nuts going on.
I know.
Good.
Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in healthy food. Figs are good for you. Chicken is good for you. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell. I'm getting new subscribers every day because a lot of y'all are sharing, and I really, really appreciate that. So we'll see y'all next time.